Welcome back to the Mobolaji Johnson Sports Center here at the Yaba in Lagos, Nigeria. And the first bout of the night, William Kakiamosu getting a victory over Sikiru Lion Ogabi. A unanimous decision it was. Next bout.
Absolutely national super featherweight challenge. Yusuf the innocent Ogunbunmi. He's up against Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja, who is a favorite for the fans here. Shogbesan in an 8 rounds contest.
And the third bout will be Isaac Aista Chukwudi against Taiwo Gentleboy Olowu. 8 rounds of boxing national welterweight challenge contest.
Immediately after that, you've got another national super middleweight challenge. It's very small Tyson Akitayo up against Sulaiman Olag Adekunle. Another 8 rounds of boxing.
And of course, the national cruiserweight challenge. The big boys coming in. Prince Timothy Siepina Gije Gonze against Shegu Success or Larry Waju. 8 rounds of boxing.
And I said I'm going to ask you that, but when we get to that bout, I will ask you what the Siepina Gije.
Okay.
And of course, next is WBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight title bout. Emmanuel Akufo-Addo Kwate of Ghana up against Real One, the Real One Oladosu.
And that will take us to the main event of the night. Kalekwa Saleh Omari of Tanzania against Real One Babyface Babatunde. And that's a big one. That will be for the 12 rounds of boxing WBF International Welterweight Challenge Contest. And of course, let's go into the ring now for Benga to bring out the 2 boxers for the next bout of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second bout for the night is an 8-round national super featherweight challenge. In the blue corner, Yusuf Innocent Ogunbunmi.
Innocent. That's the nickname of Yusuf Ogunbunmi. Let's see how innocent he's going to be. And of course, he's coming into the ring, weighs 59 kg. 8 rounds of national super featherweight challenge contest. That's more like it coming into the ring. That's a very befitting song, Lale Friday. That's exactly what it is this moment. Friday evening.
Yes, so it is Easter Friday. And of course, where would you be or what would you be watching if not the GOtv Boxing Night 22, the Easter Showdown.
In the red corner, Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja Shogbesan.
Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja, the son of a fish seller. Shogbesan coming in is a fan's favorite. And you just wish that the fans were here in their hundreds, to see one of their favorites, Omo Iya Eleja.
Absolutely, and he's coming in with a different look this time around. He's dyed gold hair with his beards as well. Let's see how he comes through, but he's definitely one for the future. He's young, and of course he can still do something big in boxing.
I like him, I like him.
I like his ring walk, I like his demeanor. He's coming in here, he wants to really show the stuff he's made of.
That's a boxer that guarantees you flurry of punches.
Absolutely, and he can take punches as well.
Exactly. Benga, take it away.
In the blue corner, he weighed in at 59 kilograms. He's had one fight, 1-1. Yusuf Innocent Ogunbunmi. In the red corner, he weighed in at 60.1 kilograms. He's had 5 fights, 1-3, lost 2, 2 by knockout. Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja Shogbesan. Our judges are Sheyi George, Tola Jacobs, and Femi Babafemi. Our referee is Segun Adesoya.
I'm Segun Adesoya, the center referee for this bout. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves. Remember, if you have any problem, the 2 seconds have the right to throw in the towel. And any foul committed, you shall be duly penalized. Repeat yourself at the beginning of the first round and at the beginning of the last round. Have a great day.
And we're on for the second bout of the night. It's a 7-bout night for us here on the 22nd edition of the GOtv Boxing Night. And it's tagged the Easter Showdown. Ready on the way, round 1. Shogbesan Omo Iya Eleja up against the innocent one.
An interesting bout on our hands here. Yusuf, innocent Ogunbunmi, and the green and white. Well, of course, his opponent Omo Iya Eleja, Sikiru Shogbesan, clad in all white. That's a good left hook from Omo Iya Eleja himself. That's a trademark left hook from him.
Absolutely, and he's got fantastic ring movement, and like you said, he's got a flurry and a variety of flurry of shots that he normally lands. But he looks like he's up against a very formidable opponent in this one. Yes, he's only got one professional fight, which he won, but you look at his stance, you know he's not going to be an easy prey for Omo Iya Eleja.
Not going to be easy. It's taller, it's got a longer reach. Omo Iya Eleja won't mind.
Good body punches there, coming from innocent Ogunbunmi. Seems well prepared for this. Good trunks, you know, good packaging coming from that man there.
Exactly.
Still early days.
A little body shot there.
Both of them really well matched. Just 1.1 kilogram separating both of them for this one. That tells you that they're evenly matched with Omo Iya Eleja, just slightly heavier than his opponent.
Largely inactive. Round 42 boxers, just a few patches of pretty bad punches so far.
I think both boxers are trying to measure each other out, and they're trying to look for each other's strengths. Look at that for a counter coming from Ogunbunmi, which is what I talked about, that he's not going to be a pushover in this fight, and then that's the reason why Omo Iya Eleja needs to watch it. You know, he's fond of going low and trying to lunge. He could get caught by a very, very formidable boxer like Ogunbunmi. He's showing some serious stuff right now. He's not scared at all, ready to go toe-to-toe with the more experienced Omo Iya Eleja.
It will be dangerous if he runs into a punch.
You can see the way he's defending. He looks like one of the very astute amateur boxers who have brought the amateur skills into the professional realm.
Yeah, he's using his longer reach very well. He keeps his opponent, this man, at bay. You know, he doesn't want him to come.
Something of a worry there, Ralph. I just noticed a small gash on the left eye of Omo Iya Eleja, and hopefully we'll get to see it in a few seconds. It looked like a small gash. That's the picture again. You can see right there on the left eye. I'm not too sure. I can see the Cotsman trying to apply some stuff to it. This could be very, very could be dangerous. It could be detrimental to him here. It must have been a clash of heads or something. I think that's the punch that actually caught him. You can see there that right hook coming from Ogunbunmi.
That's a point that will give him Innocent an edge in that first round.
Yeah, because you know there's always a psychological setback when you know you've got a cut, because you always have to try and you know, cover that cut and make sure that your opponent doesn't exploit it. And with the way Ogunbunmi has fought so far, the Innocent one, I think he's probably going to try and exploit that.
Nothing serious, nothing to worry about for Omo Iya Eleja at this moment. Well, that's two boxers starting exactly how that first round ended in this second round.
Sikiru must be very, very tactical in this one. He needs to lure his opponent in, because that long reach is really working for Ogunbunmi. And look at the way he, you know, retreats and, you know, shakes it off and just.
But then I like that kind of looping, you know,
right jab coming from Omo Iya Eleja.
Didn't land, but all the same, he sent a message to his opponent.
Good head movement there coming from Ogunbunmi, and you can see him always trying to use his hands to block off any foray. Oh, big one there, which Omo Iya Eleja is capable of, but he needs to get into those protective long hands of Ogunbunmi.
You know, he's fighting a boxer that is taller with a longer reach, so occasionally he will go inside quickly. He needs to be quick when he goes inside, and exactly what he did that, and to get that big punch, big right hand in there.
And you look at the way Ogunbunmi steps back, he's so quick at it, and it makes it difficult for Omo Iya Eleja to go for that quick foray in and out. And it's quite a lot as of now. Not a lot of punches being thrown. They're trying to make sure that every punch they throw counts. Maybe in the latter rounds, if this goes the distance, you see that almost getting caught there, Omo Iya Eleja, when he goes for that low dipping.
But Innocent has barely done much.
Yeah, he
You
has.
know, since that right punch in the first round, he's not done much. All he has done is just trying to defend.
Yeah, and do a whole lot of footworks and all the other stuff.
He needs to let his arms, his fists do all for him.
He tries to catch Omo Iya Eleja there, but he senses that that could be some serious defensive strategy coming from Omo Iya Eleja, and he retreats from it. I think from the posture of both of them, it's obvious that Ogunbunmi knows that Omo Iya Eleja has a killer blow.
Good right
but he
from
can't get
Omo
it.
Iya Eleja to end the round.
And Ralph, just like the song we're listening to right here in the hall, says loaded. Are the punches loaded? Are they coming up in the third round?
We'll see how and what the boxers will bring in that third round. That second round, of course, must go to Omo Iya Eleja for this punch.
And that's the punch that we know Omo Iya Eleja capable of throwing. And you see there, lovely defensive approach to it. He allowed his opponent to come to him through the punch, and then he countered very well. But he would need a lot more like that to actually try and get this Ogunbunmi out of the way.
Exactly. Good round for Omo Iya Eleja. The third round, of course, so we're expecting a whole lot to come. Innocent has remained very innocent. He's not come out to really get his man, of course, get his man, catch him napping. He's not done that, or arrest him of any kind. We'll see what he's going to be bringing in this third round. Omo Iya Eleja, for me, has taken the first two rounds.
We're going on to 8 in this one, and third round up. Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja up against Yusuf Innocent Ogunbunmi in the National Super Featherweight Challenge.
And he's not using his longer reach very well.
He needs to use a lot more of the jab. I think he's so much of it. I mean, he's got fantastic, style of throwing his punches, but he's not just letting them go. He needs to let them go more. I think he's too cautious. He's wary of being hit by the second punch, which is actually a good thing you should do. But when you get too protective of yourself, and why does he always try to halt? When he goes after Omo Iya, he seems to always find out that it could be a trick by Omo Iya to suck him in, and then he just backs off.
I think it's really coming out in this third round, chasing his man around.
And I think the corner of Omo Iya Eleja really told him, you know what, don't throw a lot of punches. Let him be the first to launch the punches, and then you can counter him on that. You see that withdrawal again, once again. He goes after his opponent, and then the opponent steps back. He pulls out of it. He should go all the way. And I'm loving the way Omo Iya Eleja is protecting that cut left eye there. You see him raising that left hand. You know, in boxing, they always say, raise your hands. Always raise your hands to protect yourself. And that's exactly what he's doing.
He got caught that time.
Yeah, but he was lucky. It wasn't so much good footwork there. Tried to put himself. One thing I must say about these two fighters, that's what you see in featherweight contests anyway. You always see very well conditioned fighters. Movement is absolutely spot on. There you go again. You see that hesitation coming from Ogunbunmi. When is he going to unleash?
Omo Iya Eleja yet to land anything in this round. Innocent fighting back.
Oh, brilliant defensive approach there, but he gets caught as well. Talking about Omo Iya Eleja there. There's so much of action in terms of what you want to call bravado, but we're not seeing the real punches coming through from Ogunbunmi. He's scary. He knows how to instill fear in his opponent, but he's not doing the job by actually finishing off.
Earlier, he saw that cut from Omo Iya Eleja beginning to swell a bit, and of course, that round I saw some action coming from the man with a longer reach. As you can see, he did a 1-2 there,
Yeah,
but not quite
they weren't so effective at all. He gets caught himself there.
That's about what he had in that round. Omo Iya Eleja came back, glancing left hook, quite getting exactly what he wanted to do. You can see it there. But then a counter punch from him. As you can see, that left eye beginning to swell a little bit.
The cuts man would have to do a great job because we're just halfway gone in this 8-round contest. And Omo Iya Eleja needs to start opening his opponents up. It does look like Ogunbunmi means business in this round. Let's hope it's not just a flash in the pan.
You know, that cut really made him to change a little bit of his tactics in the second round.
Absolutely, because he can't go all out the way he normally goes, but he catches his opponent there. And this is what he needs to. This is what he needs to be very, very careful about when it comes to clinching. Omo Iya Eleja needs to, as much as possible, you know, avoid clashing of heads, because he will get the cuts to open more and more. Good one there, fantastic left hook. But there's too much of showmanship coming from Ogunbunmi. It's not about showmanship, it's really about you actually putting in the fight. You know, he throws one punch and he's shaking his head, trying to show that, yeah, I'm the better boxer here. But it's not about that, it's about going in there, getting the job done.
Good left hook from him. Omo Iya Eleja using his foot very well.
Nice, good double jab coming from the right hand there from Shogbesan.
Beginning to use that stick and move style.
And that's the best style. That's the best style. You see again, so much showmanship coming from Ogunbunmi, but he's not doing anything with it. Even when his opponent seems to be struggling or seems to be in a very difficult position, look at the way he danced out of that.
He has to. That's a very smart move from
Absolutely
him.
smart move, trying to frustrate his opponent.
And Innocent looks a little bit frustrated already in this round.
And that's when you actually drop your guards. And look at that from nice uppercut coming there from Shogbesan. Stunting his opponent, trying to tell him. You see that big left coming from Shogbesan once again. His opponent opens it up. He's literally taunting his opponent here. Catch me if you can is what Shogbesan seems to be saying. And he needs to really make use of this round, Ralph. I'm talking about Shogbesan, because by the time Ogunbunmi goes back to his bench, they're going to tell him that you're allowing him to run the play. You shouldn't allow him to run the play.
Omo Iya Eleja doing a good job in sticking and moving, and this round he doesn't want to just stay there and be hit.
And once again, you saw the way he goes in and quickly dances out of it again.
End of the round.
Absolutely his round. Absolutely his round. I would have loved to see the situation if Omo Iya Eleja didn't have this cut on his hand. I'm sure he would have been more explosive than this. But you know he has to protect that eye all the time.
Let's check out some of the highlights in that round. Swing there from Innocent. He went for another border wrong swing. Ogunbunmi. But that was that glancing one from him. But end of that round, Africa, not quite what I expected from the two boxers in that round. Too much running from Omo Iya Eleja, and his opponent, Innocent, didn't quite have the strategy to pin him down.
I think for me, Omo Iya Eleja is doing a great job here.
Great job.
I mean, he's got a cut very early into the fight. I think it was the second round, and he's been able to manage it well so far. We're in the 5th round, 3 more to go, and with the way things are going, he might just edge it on a split decision.
He's leading on my card, of course, Omo Iya Eleja. Let's see. As that bell went for the end of that 4th round, you saw Innocent, saying, "I'm going to kill him."
Yeah, well, let's see whether he can actually. It's a different thing for you to say. You need to back your words with action.
He has not shown any sign that he can get him now. Can he? The wrestling encounter and shoot that time.
And the funny thing is, Omo Iya Eleja seems to be getting on his nerves. He just connected with the left, another beautiful left jab there.
He's doing a good job frustrating his opponent.
You see the way his opponent is actually fighting angry, and you can't fight angry. When you fight angry, you tend to lose your concentration on your strategy. Big one there coming from Ogunbunmi. Lovely combination and left to right there. And that's what Omo Iya Eleja also needs to be careful of. When you're trying to frustrate somebody, you could get yourself in a very difficult situation. He almost fell from the power behind that punch after missing.
You see, Ogunbunmi is tired chasing his opponent all around the ring. That can take so much energy away from one.
Absolutely, and that's one of the strategies that Shogbesan is employing, and that's a lovely left, straight off flush.
Not quite devastating.
But it wasn't so.
That's a pity part because it traveled very slowly.
But it would count on the judges' scorecard. That's a point for him. Once again, Omo Iya Eleja has done a great job keeping this man at bay. And he's come up with his usual style of that his southpaw rolling his fist, trying to say he's cooking something up. I really wouldn't blame Omo Iya Eleja for not going into this one the way he normally goes into it. Like I said, that cut definitely has stopped him from, being his usual explosive self. Big miss, another big bragging rights at stake here today.
Innocent is just frustrated.
Yeah, but you saw the kind of stare and reaction he gave Shogbesan.
That's a frustrating.
You can see the look on his face there. I think he has a feeling that he can actually beat Shogbesan, but I don't know. There's something.
Maybe go out and beat him.
He has a belief that he can beat him, but he feels that Shogbesan is running away. But Shogbesan is actually employing a good strategy, and it's
exactly.
working.
Let's see some of the highlights of that one. You can see evading another punch from Innocent. Innocent that time landed that one, and that was all she wrote in that first round. In that round exactly. But exactly what I'm saying. The man has failed to use his longer reach.
Absolutely. The jabs need to work more. He's not using them. I mean, he should use that jab every now and then. That is what the jabs do to a cut face or a cut eye. It opens it a lot more. And you know that you can win fights in different ways. If this fight is stopped because of a poor condition of the eye, it goes in his favor. And those are the things you can actually do. I'm wondering why his corner have not told him to let his jabs go a lot more so that he can actually hurt his opponent there.
Sixth round, Shogbesan was 6-1 in. Wide swing from Innocent. Ogunbunmi.
Shogbesan trying to lure his opponent out of his defense. It's always a very difficult order when you're fighting a boxer who has a longer reach than you.
But that boxer, when he's not using his longer reach, then it becomes a problem.
And you can see he just keeps his hands up, which is good, but you need to throw the jabs. Shogbesan, on the other hand, is the man who's using his right jabs a lot more.
You expect the man with a longer reach to be sending in that jab from afar, and of course,
and trying to set it up for the right hook. See him, and he has good combinations, but he's not just letting them go.
He just stops along the way. Something always happens to him on the way to heaven.
You see those jabs again? That's one there coming from, the second one coming from the man with the shorter reach.
A bit of showboating there also from him.
He does that a lot. He does that a lot, but he needs to do more than that.
With better training, I expect this boxer to go a little bit far in his career.
We're talking about Ogunbunmi. Yes, he's got good physical condition.
Like a good jab and landing there from Shogbesan.
Lovely, absolutely good, lovely two jabs from the right hand there. And I
left hook from Innocent, Ogunbunmi.
I think Ogunbunmi doesn't expect Shogbesan to be able to throw two quick jabs every time with his right hand. And you can see another one there doing it. He's calling for it, but you're losing the fight. You're telling him to bring it on, and he's connected.
That's a different strategy altogether.
And there you go again. This is the all too familiar strategy Shogbesan puts up. Runs around, frustrates his opponent, and it's working again in this round. Let's cut there, but rides out of it. Those double right jabs again. He's running. He's on his back once again.
This is the sixth round of Schedule 8.
It's as if Ogunbunmi is scared of going to actually land the punches. Omo Iya Eleja, playing to the gallery there.
He seems to be getting the rounds under his belt.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. When it ends, and of course it has to go to the judges' scorecard, then of course the man that has the rounds gets it.
Absolutely, he doesn't throw so many punches, but whenever he throws, he seems to connect more than his opponent, and that's what the judges will be seeing.
I like what he did in that second round. Getting into a good jab. That's what I'm talking about. Getting the jabs in for a shorter boxer, and the one with a shorter reach, getting the jab, across and landing. That's interesting from Shogbesan in that round.
Let's see whether the corner would have recognized what we have seen here, which is obviously that Shogbesan is definitely leading on the R scorecard. I'm pretty sure it's the same on the scorecard of the judges as well. So let's see whether there will be some sense of urgency coming from Ogunbunmi, which I think he's showing now. See there.
Good defense put up by Shogbesan.
It just looks like Ogunbunmi is about to unleash, and then all of a sudden we get to see an anticlimax at the end of it. Good job there coming from Ogunbunmi. We want to see a lot more of that if he really wants to win this fight. It's not just about all the body work and footwork and everything. All this is not going to win you the fight. You need to throw the punches. I mean, we've got almost like 10 seconds there, no punch coming through from either one of them. Once again, he's off, running. He needs to be careful. Talking about Omo Iya Eleja. Let's fly another left-right combination, but this time around it didn't land. You can see those jabs. He's making an attempt at those jabs, talking about Shogbesan. There you have your opponent. You should go in there and finish it up, but he's not doing it.
I think that's all he's looking for, and he can't get it all the time. He just wants to pin his opponent in a corner and deals the blow,
Shogbesan's not
but
going to
he
sit down
can't get
there.
it.
He's not going to sit and wait for him to punch.
It's not Christmas. He can't stay there and get all the punches. No one's going to donate that to just stand there and wait for you to hit him.
And you see him again, he's come up with, you know, he's trying to let in oxygen once again because Shogbesan is so energetic. He can do this all day.
And you
Keep
see,
running, sticking and moving.
at the center of the ring, they just stand there. No one is throwing
Big one there, big punch there coming from Ogunbunmi, but as usual, he's unable to follow it up again. You can see him. You need to be mobile. You need to be on your boxer. And if you're not mobile, you're not going to be able to. Good one there coming from Shogbesan.
And he's been really giving some ring generalship to it. While his opponent just
Look at that,
getting
another beautiful right jab
chasing
there.
him all around. That's the kind of movement you see in the last round of a bout that a boxer is leading.
Yeah, well, this is the penultimate round, so you can expect that. He's see that taunting again, absolutely taunting his opponent. What is it with Ogunbunmi? I don't understand.
It's frustration.
I mean, Shogbesan just on here having a ball. He's just enjoying himself. But there seems to be something more to it than that meets the eye coming from
He's so
Ogunbunmi.
frustrated, so you can blame him. He has not come out with his strategy very well in this bout. Right from the outset of the first round, Shogbesan has stuck to his style. You know, having to run around, having the man chase him around and getting tired out. And as you can see in that round, lots of wide swings. No one had it all worked out. You know, and that's really not what I expected.
It can be annoying. I mean, you have your opponent. He's got a cut high, which means he's going to be very cautious. He won't want to be too careless. And you have him in a disadvantaged situation. You should be playing mind games with him. You should be sticking your jabs into that left eye.
You know, he keeps doing, I'm going to kill him, but nothing yet.
He hasn't even done anything. He hasn't even caused any pain so
Not how
far.
to fly it.
But wait, let's see whether this final 8th round will do something. Another good connection there coming from. That's another right jab again. I mean, Shogbesan's letting those right jabs fly again.
You see, you want to hit his man, let's back on it.
And you see, he runs into it, and then at the end of the day, he gets caught in the process as well because he's not confident with going into the corner.
Shogbesan fights his way out of danger once again.
There you have it again, trying to let oxygen in. He should have caught him. He should have caught Shogbesan there, but I'm not sure. Does he think he's in the lead in this fight? Talking about Ogunbunmi. Another nice right jab. Interestingly, Shogbesan is a southpaw. And an interesting thing is, he's he's actually scoring a lot more points from his right hand. The referee almost getting caught in the process.
I must give it to Shogbesan. The strategy he applied in this fight really worked out for him. Go in there, lots of runs, frustrate your opponent, stick and move, and he's done all that greatly in this fight.
He needs to be very careful. This is the time when he could just get careless.
This man can't offer anything again.
See him chasing the man all over the place, but he's not going. You see that he punches, catches his man in the corner. He's not going for it. It's like he's scared of getting hit himself. So at the end of the day, he's not able to go for the kill. And this final round is leaving him. That's what it is. It's just leaving him. And I wouldn't be surprised. It could even be a unanimous decision for Shogbesan right here.
That's what it will be.
Look at those jabs again. He catches him again with those double right jabs that he's always fond of using.
You can't give what you don't have.
But he has
No, he
prospects of it.
doesn't have it. He needs to go back and train very well. And of course, I
think what he doesn't
don't have a strategy to.
What he doesn't have is the killer instinct. He looks like a good conditioned boxer. He's got punches, but he needs to have that killer instinct of being able to finish it up. Could we say inexperience is also part of it?
He's well conditioned, but he doesn't have a style.
Could it be inexperience? That's a nice left one. A jab coming from Ogunbunmi there. I mean, you're literally tracking your opponent all over the ring.
Shogbesan has come in here with at least 3 different strategies. When this one doesn't work, he comes out with another one, he switches, and that's what has worked for him. It's a unanimous decision.
We'll wait for the referees, the judges' decision on this one. But I also think that Shogbesan Omo Iya Eleja has taken this.
It's a decision for this man. I give it to him. His strategy has worked out. It wasn't a fantastic fight by any means, but anyway, he put up a good strategy, ran a lot in the fight, frustrated his opponent, and of course, he's going to get the victory.
Rob, that's what you do. You know, when sometimes condition situations can actually make you change your strategy, and that's exactly what he has done right here. I mean, he came in with an attempt to kind of go his usual style, which is toe-to-toe. I just fired it all the way, but he realized he had a cut in the second round, and I'm sure they told him you have to play safe, protect your cut, so that you don't lose this fight at the end of it.
You see, in some rounds, how he goes away from, being cornered there, was really of interest to me. But that's a good strategy for Shogbesan in this fight, and it's gonna go on and on.
Yeah,
another victory for me.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you on that one. He's a boxer with a bright future, but he needs to do a lot more because he can be a bit reckless sometimes.
Exactly. Well, let's go now. Result looks a little ready now. Let's get into the rope square for Gbenga Dinka to give us the official decision of the 2 of the judges in this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Flykite production. Easter Showdown, GOtv Boxing Night 22. In this 8-round National Super Featherweight Challenge, winner by unanimous decision, Sikiru Omo Iya Eleja Shogbesan.
And there you have it, exactly what Ralph and I talked about. He did the job. He did the job. And that's exactly what he came out here to do. He suffered a cut very early in the second round. And you can see his corner very excited about it. He literally almost schooled his opponent who should have done a better job in this fight round.
He should have, but didn't have the strategy expected for him to put up a better job. Maybe next time he will come out. He needs better coaching, really. For me, he's got his physique. I like his conditioning.
Absolutely, and I think I also blame his corner for this. His corner should have done a better job. They have experienced at this. They train fighters. When you see the opponent and you see the strategy that he has employed, you need to find a way to counter it.
Exactly. Well, that's what it is. We've seen two bouts that come down here on GOtv Boxing Night 22. Let's take a short break once again, and when we come back, straight to the third bout of the night.